Good morning. May I have everybody please rise, place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chasing rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with the steady beat had not our weary feet come to the place for which our parents sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy path till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
Good morning, parents, teachers, students, and staff. My name is Christopher Rodriguez, and I am the ASB president here at Morningside High School. I welcome you to the class of 2020 virtual graduation ceremony. I would like to thank all of the parents and students for their patience during this terrible pandemic. I am honored to be here today to congratulate the graduating class of 2020. This has been a true journey during these 4 years with everything that has gone about during this true journey. These 4 years have shaped me into the young man that I need to be to pursue a greater and higher education after high school, and I am thankful for that. I am grateful for my mother always being supportive towards my education and helping me complete my education. I am also truly grateful to have met a special man at Morningside High School. He is my teacher, my advisor, my role model, and a true father figure. That man is Mr. Eddie C. Conner. I am grateful for all my friends and family. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the program.
Juliana Sofia Medina. Adrian Soto. Ismael Giovanni Quiroz. Ivani Claribel Alvarado. Carolina Andrade. Elizabeth Angelina Baker. Union Carranza. Kimberly Mireya Castañeda Pérez. Jasmine de la Cruz Díaz. Diana Ferrell. Cristian Denis Hernández. Reina Maldonado. Adilene Montserrat Mayorga. Kayla Renee Murray. Ashley Bernice Pérez Cortés. Paulina Gabriela Piste Uicap. Adara Diana Renderos Flores. Félix Enrique Rodríguez Trinidad. Amy Ruiz Beas. Ana Patricia Salas Esteves. Kleiber Santiago Orrego. Tayana Shanice Scruggs. Jennifer Vega Durán.
This is a special message for my Morningside Monarchs. I know it's been a tough year with COVID-19, and especially for you graduating seniors. I just want to tell you to keep your heads up high and just know this time will come to pass. By the way, I'm Lisa Leslie, an alumni of Morningside High School. I'm a 4-time Olympic gold medalist, a 3-time WNBA MVP, 2-time WNBA champion, and a Hall of Famer. And I just want you guys to know I've sat where you sat. I've walked those same halls. And it's difficult. I know that it is. But for you guys that are now home and learning how to homeschool and get your work done online, just keep in mind that this is a time for you guys to really write down your goals. 2 things I want to share with you quickly. Write down your short-term goals, which are goals you want to achieve within 1 year. Those goals, put them on your mirror and on the refrigerator so you can see them and know what sacrifices you have to make to get to those goals. Then write down your long-term goals, which are goals you want to achieve within 5 years. And I know they may be difficult, they may be lofty, they may be things that you don't think you could ever accomplish, but write them down and use the internet and figure out how you can work to get to those goals. Guys, I was at Morningside High School for 4 years. I wrote down my goals every single year, and that's some of the secrets to my success. I wish you guys the best of luck. God bless you. Keep going after it. We've had so many Morningside alumnus who have worked hard, who have been from entertainers to athletes to doctors and lawyers. You can do it. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. God bless you guys, and I'll see you at the top.
Hello, my name is Ismail Kiras, and I'm a graduating student that attended Morningside High School. And my speech is about trials and tribulations that I have encountered throughout the years. Over the course of my high school years, I've seen and been through a lot of trials that wouldn't be considered typical for most teenage students. Most of my hardships consisted of being homeless during my junior year to losing motivation for anything throughout my whole high school years. It was really difficult for me to keep on track for most of my high school years, but nonetheless, I ended up pushing through with the help of my auntie, counselors, and some teachers. Notably, these are the people who kept me on the right track and didn't want to see me going down a dark road that I would regret later on in life. Notably, at the start of my junior year, there was a point where I didn't know where I was going and didn't know what I was going to do because we were getting kicked out of our apartment due to them renovating to make the neighborhood look nicer and to bring more people into the Inglewood because of the stadium. This is where everything took a turn because at first my sister and I lived with my aunt for a month, but soon we got kicked out due to the owner seeing us now on a lease. After that, we ended up living with someone named Letty that my mom met, and she let us rent our room for about a couple months, but we ended up getting kicked out because the daughter of Letty, didn't like us being there, even though we stayed in our room and did nothing. This is where we became homeless, living in and out of hotels. There was a lot of sleeping in cars and then living in hotels for about 3 to 4 months. No one else knew because I was pretty embarrassed about being a homeless kid who sleeps in cars and hotels. So I kept quiet and continued doing sports in school. My aunt kept pushing me to do good in school and to keep pushing so I could become who I want to be in life. I decided to keep pushing and mask my feelings about how I felt every day in order to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Notably, the main reason I didn't quit school is because of my aunt pushing me to become someone in life and not let this little bump in the road get to me. Although the homeless factor did affect me a lot, there were times where I did live in a house, but I just lost motivation to do anything, especially in 11th and 12th grade. I didn't want to do anything during those times because it felt so pointless, especially when I was homeless. I really let myself go and just did the bare minimum in order to pass with decent grades, but I still continued. That was when the counselors, such as Mr. Lockett, Mr. Flores, and Mr. Sanchez, helped and pushed me to go to college, knowing it will help me in the long run. My mom and aunt pushed me to do good so I could leave this house and be proud of who I'm going to become. And some teachers like Ms. Crawford, who became a major help in my life. Without her, I don't know where I would be in terms of grades and in terms of graduating high school. She pushed all of us and it helped me be so much because she was so hard on us to go to college and become someone. Additionally, my friends became a major force pushing me through school. They always talked about wanting to go to college in our group, and we made sure everyone was on track to becoming successful. Lastly, even with many hardships, trials, and tribulations I ended up facing, I never changed who I was as a person. I remained the same person as I always wanted to see. I remained the same because I always wanted to see others be happy and laughing. Even though people didn't know what I was going through, everyone still talked to me and gave me advice about different things, whether it was about college or whether it was about everyday issues that were going on in our neighborhood. I just want to thank the counselors such as Mr. Sanchez and Mr. Lockett for pushing me to go to college and remaining on the right path. I want to thank Ms. Crawford for pushing me to do better and try my hardest in everything I do. I also want to thank my friends for bringing the best out of me and making me feel like I have nothing to hide when I'm around them. I also want to thank my aunt who pushed me to keep going in school and to become the best person I could ever be. Lastly, I would like to share a quote that has stuck with me over the years. This quote my aunt has said to me since I was very young. Just take your wings and fly, because anybody can take anything that is materialistic from you, but no one can take your intelligence from you. Thank you.
Morningside High School Class of 2020. First and foremost, it is an honor to have the opportunity to address you here on this special day, your high school graduation. Since the spring of 2019, you all have known me as the LAP Community School Coordinator in L4, or also known as the Community School Center. But today, I want to address you as a brown man of color who was born and raised in South Central LA. I was born and raised by an undocumented single mother who worked in sweatshops since I was born. We received welfare and food stamps just to get by, and I attended Title I schools my whole life. In these schools, I was used to having lack of access to technology, being placed in overcrowded classrooms, and having substitute teachers all year long. Those experiences shaped my trajectory in negative and in positive ways. Negatively speaking, I was set up to be another statistic, another student who would fall through the educational pipeline and either be pushed out of school or be pushed into the criminal justice system. However, the positive experience of going through that is that it made me more resilient, and it shaped my eventual and critical perspective of the educational system and how it wasn't built for Black and brown students, for those that are raised in broken homes, for immigrants and children of immigrants, and for students that are economically disadvantaged. In 2012, I graduated from high school and became the first member in my family to go to college. I moved to Utah, where I earned a bachelor's in sociology, from Westminster College in 2016 and a master's in education from the University of Utah in 2018. I went from being a student who was a 9th grader with a 6th grade reading level to being a 23-year-old graduating with a master's with a 3.98 GPA. I would be lying to you if I said that I did that all on my own. I didn't. I had a community of friends, mentors, former teachers, professors, and my own family that helped me get to where I got. Sure, it took my own initiative and my own drive at times to do that, but ultimately it was my community that supported me. Now, you will all be pursuing the next stage in your life where you'll be facing new challenges and new experiences. Whether you're attending college or the workforce or both, you will be learning how to adult, how to make important decisions, how to advocate for yourself. It's going to take courage, learning from your mistakes, believing in yourself, and above all, it's going to take your community to navigate that because they have your back. Remember to ask for help, and most importantly, remember to ask questions and to fight for what you believe is right for you, for your family, and for your community. It's important to do that, especially in this country that doesn't value people of color and particularly Black lives. We are living in a historical moment where a pandemic and police brutality has shown the world that this country doesn't care about Black lives. At the same time, this is an opportunity, as history has also shown us, that change can happen when there is mass collective resistance. It is a moment of us non-Black, Latinx, and white communities to listen, to reflect, and to stand in solidarity with the Black community. All I can say to the Black community is that I see you, I hear you, and I know that your life matters, and I will stand alongside in this fight together. However, to the Morningside High School community, and in particular to the class of 2020, I don't have to remind you to listen and to support each other because you already do that. You demonstrated that unity at the Community School Center during lunchtime by sharing space and caring for one another. And when you led the walkouts in February demanding access to water and overall a better quality education. You had the district listening. You did that. Morningside High School class of 2020. Remember that experience. And don't forget this current historical moment where in spite of a pandemic and systemic injustices, you are still here. Navigating, fighting, and graduating. I am proud of every single one of you. Keep being you. Keep setting the example to the world because you are and will be shaping history. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adrian Soto, and I am beyond honored to be here today to represent Morningside High School as your co-valedictorian for the class of 2020. I would like to take a moment to appreciate and acknowledge our faculty, staff, family, and friends for being here today to celebrate with the students such a huge milestone in our lives. Many of us still can't believe that we are finally here. Today is a day we all worked hard for and have been looking forward to for years. The day where we can all be on stage, looking out and into the crowd, trying to hold back the tears. And in that moment, we will be looking for our parents to finally say to them, "Mom, Dad, I finally made it. I made you proud." Unfortunately, due to trying times, we are in a place where the crowd cannot be seen. Yet we still manage to rise above and become stronger than any class because we have scratched and clawed to be here today. We have faced countless injustices in our everyday lives, living in disadvantaged places like poorly funded neighborhoods. However, we will never stop persevering. We will continue to fight for the justice that we as humans deserve, fight for the positions we want, and fight until all is equal and fair. We know from our past experiences that there is no challenge that we won't face together. For example, remember how we all staged a walkout to protest against our school for not having enough water for our facilities. We will continue doing the same for what's right. Not only will we possess the passion we had during the walkout, but also the memories we all shared during our junior year when we united together to commemorate the 13 fallen victims due to gun violence in their school. Or how we all laughed when the dance group brought out the children to perform and outclass Adeline, Diana, and a few others. Not only will it be the big memories that we will cherish, but also the little moments like the excitement we felt when certain teachers were absent that saved us from turning in an assignment we forgot or didn't complete. We will cherish the memories of how lunch rallies sometimes ended up turning into epic dance battles. We will cherish the memories we made during these past 4 years, either good or bad. These experiences have made us into the people we are standing here today. To the parents and guardians watching, you should be really proud of your child. They have grown up to be an amazing person with enormous potential that can only be halted by their ambition. Make sure to continue supporting them all the way with whatever they choose to pursue in life. As for the older siblings of the graduates, continue being their role models and pressuring them to setting their sights high in life. And for the little ones out there, keep looking up to your brothers and sisters who are graduating today. They love you very much and will continue doing great things in life so that one day you can be just like them, walking the stage with their heads held up high. As a last request, I for one would like for each and every graduate to take out their phones and send a message to your friends congratulating them and telling them how great it was to have met them and that they will be forever in your heart. This simple act of kindness will go a long way, making everyone feel connected one last time before we all go our separate ways and become the greatest people and set an example for the future generations of the students from Morningside High. Lastly, I want to wish everyone the best as they enter the next chapter in their lives. You will make many more memories as you explore the world at your own pace, and this won't be the end because things are just about to get interesting. Thank you.
This is Coach Sean McVay with the LA Rams. Just wanted to congratulate you guys and let you know that I know these are certainly unprecedented times that we're going through. We're missing out on things that we're typically accustomed to, but what I love the most about our country, when we see some adversity, tough times don't last, tough people do. And there's never been a greater time for us to really bond together, making sure that we're really leaning on our family, friends, but also establishing a rhythm. Let's identify what are the things that I can do to get better right now and use this extra time that this coronavirus has given us to really maximize the moment, to truly produce in the present. Those are the things that really are going to serve us well because don't know when the time comes, but we're going to get back to some sense of normalcy sooner than later. And the people that are handling this in the right way, developing their strengths, being balanced, being able to take care of themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and then also focus on picking up some things that I can do better. All right, whether it's a more consistent workout routine, whether it's reading a little bit more, learning about the things that you're passionate about that will help set you up for success in your next step. But can't say enough about just how much I want to congratulate you guys on what a special accomplishment this is. With you all the way. Awesome stuff. And let's make sure we come out of this thing better than what we went into it. And if we have that right mindset and mentality, we will do that. And I'm with you guys all the way.
Greetings to the class of 2020. I'm Juliana Medina. To those who don't know me, and to those who do, they call me Julie. I'm so happy to be one of Morningside's co-valedictorians. First, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020 and say that we're finally a bit closer to our dreams. Graduation should have been the most exciting time for all of us. It marks the ending of our high school years, and it brings new beginnings. It should have reminded us of all our memories and brought us to tears in the thought that finally we get to go to college and be a step closer to our future. But instead, 2020 is more than us graduating. It's the beginning of a change in the world that we as a class will experience. We are not like the class of 2018, nor the class of 2019. We are stronger individuals who are going through a tougher time. We didn't have senior outing, we didn't have prom, but we do have each other. We stand together when we feel our rights violated, and we still stand together when times are tough. No one knew that March would have been our last time to see each other, but I know for sure we are together emotionally. I know that we all feel the pain and stress that is going around the world right now. Just know that we are all in this together. Know that if you feel down or have felt that you have failed in some way, just know that you have created a new path for yourself. You have graduated from high school and you'll begin a new future. Some of us are first generation graduates, and others have been told they will never succeed because the world will work against them. But that is not true, because all of us have succeeded today. All of us are graduating. We may not have had the best ending to our senior year, but we will have the best new beginnings. So stand tall and tell yourself you made it, because it was not another person who did it, it was you. It was you who put all in this effort to graduate and succeed in life. We have survived all the problems we have faced to get where we are now. We have survived school shootings, pipe bursting, lack of funds, and our demons. We are survivors, and we're the class of 2020. And we'll stand together for years to come. We stand together when the world seems to burn us up to the ground. We will stand. So let us congratulate ourselves for our new beginnings, to celebrate and be proud of the persons who we become, to know that our future is just ahead of us. I believe we should also thank those who helped to get here. Be it a teacher, school staff, a friend, a sibling, or a parent, thank them, for it was because of them that you are who you are now. It was probably because of them and their support that you're standing right here. Even though it might have been your efforts, you still have someone behind you believing in you. So thank them, because they're the true ones who are going to stay at your side forever.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You made it. But what did you make it into? You made it into a year of justice. Amidst a global pandemic and a crisis and a violation of our social contract, you made it through. Now, while I know it's a difficult time and you might be wondering, how can we be positive in such a moment? I want you to remember that you worked hard to get here, that your diligence helped you achieve and accomplish this milestone. To the parents and families of our graduates, I applaud your hard work and lift up your sacrifices to ensure that your student made it this far. I know it hasn't been easy over 4 years, and especially in the past few months, it's been extremely difficult. But you crossed the finish line together. To our alumni and community members, thank you for investing in our young folk to ensure that they had opportunity. Those of you who helped to make sure they had prom dresses and got them scholarships and ensure that they had books and supplies when they needed. To our teachers and our staff, you are our heroes. You've been out there on the front lines for years, and I think everyone's realized how important your leadership has been to ensure that all of our children can thrive. To our community, let's continue to lift up our graduates. Their diplomas represent achievement and success. And while this world seems a bit uncertain right now, they're still a reflection of their ability to run the race and make it through. This day and your graduation should remind you of completion and not necessarily the end of a journey. No, in fact, your journey has just begun. So as a class of 2020, in the year of justice, be sure to take what you've learned this year. Be sure to use it in your future. Be sure to take your journey and transform the lives of people so we can make this a better world. We can't do it without you, we won't do it without you, and we can't go back.
the graduates, the 2020 graduates, I want to say congratulations on behalf of the state of California. I know it's not the graduation that any of you have anticipated and dreamed about all the years, but your accomplishments still need to be celebrated. And please know, life is not a destination, it's a journey. Know that the best is yet to come. The best of the 2020 class.
Good afternoon, Morningside High School Monarchs. As Inglewood Unified School District's County Administrator, it is my honor and privilege to officially address you as Morningside High School's amazing graduating class of 2020. To say the least, we are in extraordinary, unprecedented times. But I have to say, who better to represent Morningside High School's class of 2020 than an extraordinary, unprecedented group of scholars who have persevered, endured, and excelled through what no one has ever experienced before. I am not surprised. It is well known that within the halls of Inglewood Unified School District schools, including Morningside High School, are some of the most resilient, powerful, and persevering leaders of this nation. Take a moment to soak that in. You are remarkable in a way that many others will never know. I truly believe that this unique experience that you have had not only reflects the entirety of our journey from kindergarten through 12th grade, your commitment, your diligence, your setting and achieving goals, but it also foretells what you are about to bring into this world as you go on to the next chapter in your life. So I say, bring it. I would like to also take a moment to honor your parents, families, teachers, and all other school staff who have supported to help you get here today. We salute all of those who've stood beside you, behind you, and with you. Congratulations to you for a job well done. Let's take a second to give them a hand. That spirit of perseverance in the face of adversity clearly shows that you are ready for whatever you face on your journey. It is also evidence that you will not only succeed, you will thrive. While this may not be the experience you expected, Morningside High School class of 2020 graduates, you have been unified by it. This experience has given you insight, and this insight will undoubtedly compel you to bring about change in society that disrupts and dismantles the circumstances and inequities our world faces. You have sown through this shared experience with your fellow graduates are seeds of change and of solidarity. Going forward and for generations to come, something uniquely special will forever be attached to those who are in the class of 2020. Over 55 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. declared that we cannot walk alone, and as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. We all know that we are living in a moment in history that won't be just a line or two in our history books. We are writing chapters in history, and you, as young adults, are lead authors of this narrative. In the midst of a pandemic, while concurrently fighting for social justice and breaking down institutional racism, discrimination, and systemic inequities in our society, we have witnessed our community beyond race, ethnicity, age, and gender come together. We absolutely cannot tackle these issues separately. As you move forward in your lives beyond Morningside High School, continue to remember that we are more powerful when we come together. We must rely on one another leverage a collective effort, and unify to make an impact. Your journey will continue to include your fellow class of 2020 graduates, your support system around you, and even strangers who are beyond your inner circle. By living through these times and graduating today, despite the countless challenges you have endured, you have displayed the courage and determination to be the true agents of change our world needs. I bring us back to the quote of Dr. King, "We cannot walk alone, and as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back." I am convinced, graduates, that you will move our community, our society, and our nation forward because the time is now and we cannot turn back. This experience has empowered you to solve the problems we have struggled with for decades. One thing is for sure, and I firmly believe you know that you can conquer anything. Your class represents the best of Inglewood Unified. You make us all proud. Once again, congratulations.
Dr. Torres, according to the laws of the state of California and the regulations established by the Inglewood Unified School District Board of Education, I hereby certify that the Morningside High School class of 2020 has met all of the requirements, and I present this class to you as candidates for graduation.
As the County Administrator of the Inglewood Unified School District, and on behalf of the faculty and your principal, I accept the class of 2020. And on behalf of the Inglewood Unified School District Board of Education, I acknowledge that each of you has met the standards for receiving a high school diploma or certification as set forth by the State Board of Education and the Inglewood Unified School District Board of Education. I confer to each of you your high school diploma with all of the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto.
Juliana Sofia Medina. Adrian Soto. Ismael Giovanni Quiroz. Ivani Claribel Alvarado. Carolina Andrade. Elizabeth Angelina Baker. Union Carranza. Kimberly Mireya Castañeda Pérez. Jasmine de la Cruz Díaz. Diana Ferrell. Cristian Denis Hernández. Reina Maldonado. Adilene Montserrat Mayorga. Kayla Renee Murray. Ashley Bernice Pérez Cortés. Paulina Gabriela Piste Uicap. Adara Diana Renderos Flores. Félix Enrique Rodríguez Trinidad. Amy Ruiz Beas, Ana Patricia Salas Esteves, Kleiber Santiago Orrego, Tayana Shanice Kruggs, Jennifer Vega Duran,
Alexa Aguilar, Marvin Aguilar, David Aguirre, Jose Alvarado Williams, Josue Alvarez, Erica Anderson, Jean Aquino, Gustavo Avila Carvajal, Cameron Baltazar, Justin Barajas, Jesus Barbosa, Eric Barragan, Jade Bell, Rashad Britt, Siaju Brown, Sarah Campos, Elijah Capetillo, Melvin Carnell, Nicholas Castanon, Angel Castro, Johnson Castro Vasquez, William Chavez, Eddie Contreras Moreno, Alexandra Cordoba, Cassandra Coda Camarillo, Carla Cruz, Leslie Cruz, Michelle Cruz, Andrea Delgado, Valerie Delgado, Jeremy Dixon, Yesenia Donis, Yaslin Donis, Davon Dupree, Jared Duran, Dante Ector, Natalie Estrada, Patsy Estrada, Lena Felker, David Flores, Yvonne Flores, Jesus Flores, Roberto Flores, Joe Ford, Bethany Franco, Antoinette Frost. Juan Garcia. Stephen Garcia. Santos Garcia. Sebastian Garcia. Davion Gibson. Molly Gomez. Fanny Gomez. Julissa Gomez. Sonia Gomez. Marcelo Gonzalez. Maura Greer. Joshua Guerrero. Jesse Guevara. Axel Gutierrez. Ariane Haynes. Talia Henderson. Eduardo Hernandez. Valerie Herrera. Monica Houston. Juliana Hurtado. Michelle Fawaz. Stephanie Asias. Justin James. Liana Jamili. Brooklyn Jefferson. Michael Joe Red. Mark Johnson Jr. Justin Johnson. Alvin Jones. Lester Juarez. Josiah Knight.
Krishan Lawrence. Alexis Lechuga. Alexis Lopez. Khalik Lynch.
Alexis Macias.
Chase Madison. Haiti Martinez Fuentes. Jose Martinez. Anaya McCloria. Joshua Mejia. Dairon Mejia Milan. Fernando Mercado. Luis Mexicano. Tyler Mims. Michael Morales. Ángeles Morales Sánchez. Astrid Moreira Vargas. Marlon Tassin Monchi, Wendy Nunez, Jasmine Ochoa, Sirena Ochoa Ruano, Natalie Oruego, Leslie Ortiz Rojas, Jennifer Osborne, Natalia Oxte Zul, Jesse Padilla, Samantha Perea, Daniel Pereira, Juana Perez Cabrera, Kevin Perez, Denzel Patillo, Alexis Pimentel Ramirez, José Quintero, Morgan Radford, Eric Ramos, Giovanni Reyes, Juan Rivera Lugo, Christopher Rodriguez, Jose Rodriguez, William Rodriguez Sanchez, Emily Ruiz, Jocelyn Ruiz, Edward Salazar, Lexi Salazar, Brian Salmerón, Javier Samaniego, Walfer Sánchez Esteban, Nia Sansom Reed, César Santos Mendoza, Kyle Sakovsky, Angel Serrano, Noah Shand, Armani Shorts, Isis Smith, Tyler Smith, Kyra Smith, Nancy Solis, Kelvin Spencer, Roynel Steves Leon, Jacob Stokes,
Jennifer Tadeo Lopez,
Zykel Taylor, Destiny Thompson, Andrew Tolosa, Amy Toribio, Janice Thun Salazar, Serena Wheats, Angel Vega. Ashley Vega. Brandon Velez Cruz. Manuel Verela. Europe Wallace. Anissa Warren. Venus Washington. Kendall Webb. Horace Williams Jr. Malachi Williams. Minbin Wu.
Morningside Class of 2020. On the count of 3, we'll be turning our tassels from right to left to finalize our graduation ceremony. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Move your tassel. Congratulations.
Hey, this is Chanel Monet.